Hi Sagittarius, Power and Light Tarot coming at you with another reading. And this reading is going to be on you, Sagittarius. And at the same time, these are usually love readings, okay? And most of my readings are love readings. And these energies, Sagittarius, can still be your person, all right? Even if I say, yeah, Sag, you're going to, win $1 million. It could possibly be your person, all right? This is your reading, though, okay? So let's get into it. If you guys get a message here, please give a thumbs up. And I have your reading here, Sagittarius. Happy birthday. And let's see what we got here. Bottom of the deck, Sagittarius, is the Four of Wands, right? This is all about a union, like a solid long-term union. This can be about a marriage. It is typically about, it can be about a happy family or like a happy home. It can be. And it is also about celebration. Yeah. Now, the Seven of Cups is showing up with it, and the Seven of Cups, Sagittarius, is in the reading. So it's telling me here that I feel like there's some confusion here, and more specifically, or more precisely rather, I feel like there's confusion possibly around a decision here, and it's maybe to grant somebody a second chance. Yeah, and I feel like that is the case, and this is a difficult situation. You have the Seven of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, and it is also showing up in your potential outcome, which will be over on Vimeo, all right? And just one moment, please. But for now, let's get into the reading, Sagittarius, and let's pull a couple of oracle cards. And we're going to pull them from the Raven's Wand Oracle to see what they have to say here. What should Sagittarius know? What does Sagittarius need to know about love? What does Sagittarius need to know about their own journey here? About themselves? What does Sagittarius need to know? And we have unity. All right. So we have, it looks like a moose. It's a funny moose because he kind of has a cow's face. This is really interesting. And I feel like it is like this because there are two peoples, possibly two souls coming together, right? Because up here we see the antlers and it looks like a cow face though. So cows don't have antlers now, do they? At least not yet. Hopefully they won't, keep putting GMOs to, change things. But let's keep going here, all right? And before we have a political discussion here, okay? And we have independence. Wow. So interesting thing here, unity and independence are a little bit conflicting, you think? Yeah, I feel like they are. And somebody could be becoming independent and you could be having unity with them. Yeah, wow, okay? And we're looking at the tiger here who is dressed with his, his jeans, and he looks like he's wearing a vest here. And he's actually pointing to the cat, not really sure why he would be doing that. He looks like he's giving him a psychological or a philosophical kind of, not a, like a speech kind of, right? He's giving me a little bit of advice. What else does Sag need to know, please? And now we have the Queen of Hearts. Okay, so the Queen of Hearts in this card, this lady is, she's got her antlers on too, right? These are, magical and mystical figures, right, in this deck. And there's a snake in front of her. And her heart has been bleeding, and all the blood has already dripped down her beautiful dress here. And she's wielding a knife against the snake. So for me, there has been a situation in the past, yeah, that could be coming together now, that could have ended, right, in a really horrible way. Not horrible in terms of murder, but horrible in terms of maybe there was a lot of pain here, and maybe there was, a third party, right? We do see there was at least pain and infliction here, and this lady is trying to defend herself. Yeah, she is, against the snake. The Ten of Swords is here, Sagittarius, in the overall energy. So it's telling me that in the past, I feel like there was something really bad a situation that, you know, maybe you got screwed over by somebody. It's possible, right? 10 swords in your back. This is your reading here. And you also have, Sagittarius, 3 aces. All identically, or not identically, but all next to each other. Beg your pardon, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups here in the overall energy. That is your overall energy, right? First card out, Ace of Wands in your challenge. And the Ace of Swords is in the root, or why it's all happening. So you have only new beginnings here. Yes, you do. And unity is, I feel like that is the Ace of Cups that is showing up for you. One more card here, and we have the Call of Longing. So somebody's missing you, Sagittarius, or you are missing them, okay? Yes, the Call of Longing. And I feel like this could have been a third party in the past, or at least, at the very least, something has ended something had ended in a really bad way, okay? So let's keep going in this reading. Really love these oracle cards. I think they're so cool. And yeah, your overall energy right now, Sagittarius, is the Ace of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and I feel like this is you. You know, your birthday is coming too. And we know that when we are, you know, during our birthday time, we typically have better luck because, you know, because of the planets, right? And so the Ten of Swords is showing up with it. So this is what I mean about, I feel like there was something that ended really abruptly or not, or painfully, right? Yeah, ended on a really sour note here. There could have been betrayal. There could have been heartbreak, right? Yeah. And I feel like now it is coming. There is a new opportunity to turn the wheel, right? And I also feel like this is fated when we see the Wheel of Fortune. That is you, Sagittarius, but I feel like there is fate in this reading, right? Ten of Swords, and now we have unity and a call for longing. Ace of Wands, Four of Cups, and the Queen of Wands, Sagittarius. This is in the challenge, right? So what this means to me is that the challenge is that somebody wants, I feel like somebody wants a new beginning, a passionate new beginning. Ace of Wands. But you could be fearing, this is why this is challenging you. You could be fearing that maybe, or somebody could be fearing rejection here, or maybe there was unhappiness in the past here, and now they are like, wow, I wonder if this is going to work out. Because we see the Ten of Swords in the overall energy, so clearly there was unhappiness in the past, right? Even heartbreak possibly, okay? And here you are, Sagittarius, in all your glory, all right, sitting in your brand new dress, and yeah, holding your, you know, your wand here. You could be ready to make a spell, right? But the black cat is here, so he's going to help you out here. Now, in the root, Sagittarius, this is why it's all happening. Ace of Swords. So this is clarity. To me, this is clarity. The Sun card, yes, this is like, for me, this is like a double, like triple clarity. But I think that what's happening here, showing up with the Five of Wands, I think there's a struggle here, maybe, there could be a struggle about whether or not somebody's really going to have happiness here, yeah, and victory here. But I do feel like there is clarity here, yeah, I feel like there is clarity in some way, but there is also confusion here. And I think maybe, I feel maybe that somebody realizes that you are their Ace of Swords, their Ace of Wands, their Ace of Cups, and that you make them really happy, Sagittarius. Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like you, Sagittarius, could be, you could be trying to gain clarity here about something that really makes you happy. All right. Now, or somebody, right? Exactly. In the recent past, Seven of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Four of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like there was a breakup in the past, Ten of Pentacles, and there could have been resistance, maybe, right? Somebody could have been resisting a situation, maybe where there was already a break, like a breakup. Somebody could have broke up. You could have left somebody. Maybe they left you. I feel like there was a third party in the past, and somebody could have been trying to resist that whole situation, but they could know now that they really want this. And I feel like that is showing up, coming through in this reading. Now, what's on your mind, Sagittarius? Queen of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. I think you're thinking about the past here. This is what's going on in your mind now, or could be what's affecting you. Queen of Swords, I think you are trying to kind of discern a matter, right? Seven of Pentacles, all about assessing, where a situation where you were in this Nine of Swords energy before. Yeah, where you were crying here about somebody who could have betrayed you, right? Ten of Swords, definitely. Now, in the near future is the Two of Swords, the Page of Swords, and Justice. So I feel like you need more information here. You could be wondering whether or not somebody's divorced. Yeah, you could. Two of Swords, Page of Swords, Justice. But you could also be wondering here, at a stalemate, and needing more info about whether or not you're going to have balance with this person. I feel like that is the case here. Whether or not you're going to have equal give and take with somebody, okay? Let's pull a card on the, where is that deck at here? Let's pull a card on Justice. Let's see what we can glean here. Why is Justice there for Sagittarius? Why is Justice there? Okay, and we have the Knight of Swords, and it just fell out in the reverse. I'll take it like that, although I feel like, you know, it's fine. I'll take it the way it fell out. But I feel like somebody here, Knight of Swords in the reverse can be like, excuse me, it is typically somebody who is super impulsive and reckless. This can be cruel energy. It can be. Because the Knight of Swords in the upright is all about just somebody like, it's like impulsive already. And it's fast action. Somebody is a knight trying to take action in a situation. It can be cutting things out. And it can be rushing in with information, right? The swords. I feel like you are wondering here whether or not somebody has like already gone through a divorce. Could be possible. Maybe whether somebody has cut something out of their life. Yeah, you could be wondering that here. And you could be wondering their demeanor, possibly. Knight of Swords in the reverse for me. Now, you're seeing yourself, Sagittarius, is Temperance, right? The angel that you are, all right? I know all Sagittarians are angels. I know a couple devils, actually. But I feel like, you know, this is you. I feel like you're making a decision here, and it's a difficult decision. King of Swords, Ten of Wands, right? And we see that with the Seven of Cups over here at the bottom of the deck. I feel like there's a hard choice to make here, or there's going to be. Now, this is how you are seeing yourself. Yeah, this is how you're seeing yourself. I feel like you are trying to analyze a situation that is a bit of a burden here. Yeah, and you could also maybe be wondering if somebody has cut something out of their life. Yeah, and I think that you are seeing yourself, Sagittarius, as, you know, you got your wings. Yeah, Temperance. Temperance, definitely, right? I mean, in this card, we see the Lovers with wings, right? Because they are angels. But these wings are like, they're like, you know, almost taking over the card, kind of, right? And with the Sun in the back, I feel like you were seeing yourself as having wings, Sagittarius. Yeah, I feel like that. And that's really cool, right? Yeah, you are seeing yourself as being super grounded and balanced here, and making a decision, though, that is burdensome to you. And I feel like this decision is regarding somebody from the past who, you know, who put these 10 swords in your back, Sagittarius, all right? And you could have done this, Sagittarius, all right? Yeah, you could have done this for whatever reason. It's possible you let somebody else go and it caused pain to them. But I feel like you could have let somebody go because they were, maybe you're dealing with a fucker. You know, maybe you're dealing with somebody, I feel like, who was with somebody else in the past. That's what I think here, right? Because of some of these cards that are showing up. Five of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Cups, right? I feel like somebody in the past also did have some options. And there was rejection or discontentment or unhappiness with the Four of Cups, okay? Now, in your environment, Sagittarius, is the Moon, the Nine of Cups in the reverse, and the Empress. So, let me hold these cards up here, you guys. I know you guys like to see the cards. I feel like, you know, in your environment, there could be, I feel like there's fear here. This could be deception, but I'm not really seeing that so much. Seven of Swords not in this reading. And I also feel like if you are clearly, I feel like there is something that is coming back to life here. Unity, right? And I feel like your person could be becoming independent. This could be switched around, guys. Feel free to switch the roles. Yeah, please feel free to switch the roles. But I just think that there is fear. Yeah, the Moon card can be all about fear because of the unknown. Yeah. And I feel like over here there is unknown. Two of Swords, Page of Swords. You need more information, that's something you're at a stalemate about. So in your environment, Sagittarius, I feel like there's the Nine of Cups in the reverse. I feel like there's fear here about whether or not something you really want. At some point, this Nine of Cups was in the upright. Yeah, it was, right? Or something that you really want that maybe didn't work out, and this is why this Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, is in the reverse. If it will come to fruition, yeah, with the Empress. If it will be passionate and rewarding and fruitful, yes, and productive, right? All the things that the Empress has in her life. I feel like the Empress is the kind of energy where there is abundance, but there is passion, right? There is productivity, passion. People are on the same page. Things just work out, right, with the Empress energy here. And I feel like this is what you are asking yourself about, right? Yeah. And the Queen and the King of Swords are both in the reading. And yes, there could be some air signs here, of course, right? There could be a Gemini, an Aquarian, especially when we see the King and the Queen. Gemini, Aquarius, and God, who's the other one? It's eluding me right now. Gemini, Aquarius, and I can't think of it right now, so I beg your pardon, guys. But I think that, you know, with the Queen and the King showing up, the Two of Swords, the Seven of Cups, I feel like you are at a stalemate about something. And you are trying to decide here. You are trying to decide. And you could be thinking, you know, did somebody leave a situation? Eight of Cups. Yeah, just kind of showing up right here at the bottom of this deck. Now, your hopes and fears, Sagittarius, is the Knight of Wands in the reverse, Strength, Judgment, and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you are trying to be strong about whether or not if somebody is about a second chance. I feel like if you give somebody a second chance, are they going to put the work in? I feel like this is in your hopes and fears. Yeah, definitely. All right. And I'm going to be heading over, and this is you, Sagittarius, I feel like, or somebody was a player maybe in the past. It's possible, right? Ten of Swords, right? But let's go over to Vimeo, guys. I'm going to be talking about, in the extended, we're going to have the potential outcome showing up. And I'm going to be talking about who's coming towards you, where they have been, where they are currently, where they want this to go, the strengths and weaknesses with them, Sagittarius, and the advice on Vimeo, you guys. All the extendeds are super affordable. The link is below. And also, if you guys need your own reading, that is always the best way to go. Okay, so if you would like a reading, the link and the information is below, rather. Okay, thank you very much, you guys.